welcome to my Facebook Live or YouTube channel if you're watching on there. And if you're watching on YouTube and you've never seen my wonderful face before, my name is Abby. And today I'm going to be talking about the time I got bit by a dog. And it was really a scary thing, to be honest with you guys. I was probably, I was in 8th grade. So I wasn't in high school yet, I was in 8th grade, because I remember that. Because I remember going to school the next day, and they had, like, the security, because I was in a behavioral school, so they had a police always there. Oh, so bad. But anyways, they're like, oh no, you need to go home, and it hurts. Anyways, so I basically, I had a PCA at the time. And basically a PCA is just someone who helps you. So we went out for a walk. She was walking. I was rollerblading around Lake Harriet. If you guys ever get the chance to walk around there, I highly recommend it. Or Lake Harriet, Lake Calhoun, or Lake of the Isles. Any of them is very wonderful. But I do get really scared now when I go to Lake Harriet because of this. But it's not the lake's fault, like my dad always says. I'm like, I know it's not the lake's fault. But I was rollerblading in the walk, like the place where you're supposed to walk, because I wasn't good enough at rollerblading to, like, go into the bike lane, because I was like, I'm not doing in the bike lane, are you kidding me? Like, no. I was, like, still a little kid, basically. I was probably about 14. Okay, so that's little. And so I was going around, we went around the lake once, and then we were about to make our way back so we could do it again, because at the time I was really active. I don't know why. Why was this girl active? I don't know. I was still fat too, so I was active and fat. How does that work, you guys? Tell me. I don't know. But anyways, so I'm rollerblading, and I pass this black lab, and all of a sudden I hear a growl, and then I feel a sharp pain, not on my arm, on my leg, and I'm like, oh my gosh, ow, 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 like I literally fell over onto the grass screaming, crying, and then, you know, the owner and my PCI were probably like, oh yeah, you probably just got a little nip, like you just got scared, like, I'm like, no, I just got, a dog just bit me, and I don't know if I probably don't have the scar anymore. I don't think I have a scar. I shouldn't. I hope I don't have a scar on my, I don't even remember what leg it was on. I think it's this one. And it's like right up here if it would be. I don't remember. But if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'll insert pictures at the end of this video so you guys get to see the nastiness. And so I didn't know the dog, and it was really a bad bite. Like, it was bleeding a lot. It was so gross. Like, ew. So, obviously, as you can tell, as you can imagine, my PCA felt really bad. So the owners of the black lab were like, oh, we just moved here from Texas. I'll give you my number so you can call me if you have any questions. And so they gave us a number that doesn't exist. It was an out of order phone. And first of all, that really made me mad, because I was like, oh my god, you dumb ass. Excuse my language. But your dog just bit me. Like, ouch. That sucks. And yeah, so I went to school the next day, and I was like, oh, I was in so much pain. Like, I was limping for a good week after that. And so I had to go, and so finally my parents we went to a police department, and we filed a police report, and so that's what we did. We never found the dog. And due to never finding the dog, we had to get rabies shots, which are the most painful thing I've ever had to do. Ever in my life. And I've had a lot of painful things go on in my life. Like, yes. It literally felt like someone was killing me. And it really sucked. It was like a needle, literally, no joke, like this big. And they had to stick the whole thing in my thigh, like right, this guy, right here, okay? Right there. And it was so painful. I was crying and, no, I was basically screaming. And they basically had to hold me down because it hurt, because I was trying to, you know, fight him away. Like, no, stop, no. Like, we had a ton of doctors come in just to see if I was okay. Like, and they had to do one, so they had to do 6 of, oh no, 8. I think 8 shots at once because there was 8 bite marks, I think it was. And if there's more bite marks, then there was more on the side, and it really sucked. So they had to do one at each corner of the bite on both sides, and then it really hurt. It literally was the most painful thing I've ever gone through. Like, my dad was even crying for me because he saw how much pain I was in. Like, I had to scream into a pillow to be quiet, and that still wasn't quiet enough. Like, seriously. And so after that, it was really, yeah, I still get really anxious when I go there. And like I said, it's not the lake's fault at all, but I do get really anxious. And, yeah, the dog bite was really hard. It was really gross and really, painful. And thankfully, I only had to get the big needles that one time, but I did have to go back for 2 other ones, just small ones in my shoulder, and so that was those ones didn't hurt very much. It just kind of felt like when you get a shot. Like, it doesn't hurt that much. So basically, that's what happened when a dog bit me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, prepare yourself to see some of my leg. My mom took a picture of it while I was sleeping, so just beware, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching this on Facebook, I really apologize for making so many videos in one night. However, I'm just kind of in a good mood, and I had it on my mind, and I just thought, as I'm thinking about it, I might as well make a video about it. And that's what I did. Thank you.